joining. And I'm standing because I've been sitting for too long. But I'm like, this is kind of good for me. Be able to, get some energy out.
Yeah, I feel that.
Your background's dope.
Don't look at it. It's so messy right now.
It's pretty awesome, though. I like that. The soccer ball vibes. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right. So, first question I have was, what's something you're seeing come up a lot right now in the recruiting space? Let's go. We're diving right in.
What do you have on that? Because I kind of want to bounce off your answer.
Okay. I have the fact that it's rewarding the human connection more than anything else. And I feel like I just had a conversation about it today. The parents were telling me, like, they were telling their daughter, like, no, you can't really post about anything other than soccer. And I was like, actually, no, that's, like, your superpower. Because, like, you have to think these coaches get emails and all this stuff every single day. Everyone's playing on a good team. Everyone's doing good. Everyone has an awesome highlight reel if they got one from you. Like, they all have that. So how can you stand out? And for me, I've just been pushing more and more, like, let's get coaches to buy into you as a person, right? Yeah, you need a recruiting agency. You need to work with me. No, but for real, like, that's the biggest thing that I'm seeing is we have to shift from being so like, I gotta just be in the bubble of soccer to like my personal brand and who I am.
Yeah.
As a human.
Yeah, I definitely think it's, as you said, it's rewarding the human behind the player now, especially with NIL being so big. These brands are gonna want to work with real people, like that. You gotta like be. There's an athlete that we worked with who's recruited to Clemson, and she's like working on her brand, and she's just giving her own personality through her content, and that's what you really have to go through now. Something I'm seeing, which is I don't love it because I think the recruiting world is not good. A lot of people are trying to use AI in recruiting, and that's just, I think, not ever going to work.
I've been seeing that, like, and we have used some stuff before, too, for, like, the mass emails and stuff, and, like, yeah, it can be convenient to an extent, but there is this slight difference of, like, the personalization of me actually hitting send on the email, of me actually, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I just see these companies, it's probably my algorithm because I spend all day on, like, social media, but, like, I'm seeing all these targeted ads for, like, AI recruiting, and I'm like, y'all, like, I get it, like, it makes it faster, and you can send more, like, quickly and etc. But yeah, and you're not researching the school, like, you're not actually sitting down and being like, is this a school I actually want to attend? Do you want to go to Nebraska? Do you want to go to South Dakota? Do you actually want to go there?
Some people do.
But, like, like, if that's where you want to go, that's great, but did you research it? Like, is that actually like, yeah, I want to go to South Dakota 100%, but
that's honestly something I've been doing more too in my process, is like really making our top 30 list. Mm-hmm. Like, how can I make my top 30? Because I feel like it is big, right? That's like 30 that I want to go to, and you can reach out to more, but 30 that I really know.
Yeah.
I know they have all the things that I want.
Yeah.
And we can cast a wider net than that. That's totally fine. But do you have your top 30 that are like, yes, this would be amazing. If I went here, this would be fantastic. It checks all my boxes. It's where I want to go.
100%.
8 feet of snow in the winter.
That would not have fit for me. Oh my gosh.
Wait, some people like that though.
I know, and that's great, but that wasn't me.
Wait, do you like the snow? Where are you originally from? I forget where you're
from. Florida, so no. Like, I like it in moderation, but like if I went to like New Hampshire or Maine, and it's like, no, that would not be me.
I know you're originally from Florida.
Yeah.
Because you met Julia where again?
Tennessee.
Tennessee? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you live in Georgia now?
Yeah.
You understand, right?
We wanted to live in Florida, but it's too expensive. Like, the cost of living there is like not great. Yeah.
Tennessee's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I really want a single story ranch house on a big piece of property in Tennessee. Like, that's my dream. Not gonna lie.
Move near me.
Yeah.
There's so much good land out here. Okay.
I love it. I really like Tennessee.
Distracted. Did you have anything to add to that, by the way? Or?
No, honestly, just that. Like, I think the authenticity is really important, and a lot more athletes need to focus on that. but also like the authenticity of the program too that they're looking into.
Yeah. One thing I was going to say when you talked about personal brand, when you look at like the influencers of college sports, they don't, it's so rare really that they post like their highlight clips.
Yeah, not unless usually it's their school that does it for them.
It would be it's not them being like, oh, here's this awesome play. Like, no, it's actually their personal brand of like, here's the day in my life. Like, here's my game day hair or skincare routine. I've been seeing a lot of guys do their skincare routine and stuff too. Like, yeah.
Glow up, like, king.
No, I've literally been seeing that. And I'm like, just go act like, I live under this philosophy of like, act to become. Like, the level of athlete that you want to be, go look at what those guys are doing in a day in a life and then go do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and act that way. Okay. Why do you think athletes are so hesitant to put themselves out there and build a personal brand?
Judgment, fear, like, oh my gosh, there's so many different like reasons why, but like the first initial one is literally just what their friends are gonna think or how they, and the way I see it, I mean, I'm old now, so I've been through it, and we didn't really have social media as a recruiting tool when we were going to be recruited.
You're not even old, dude. Why would you say that?
I'm older than they are.
Yeah, true.
I'm more experienced because now I've been through like the life of being in corporate, and I know like how to utilize these tools in a way that gets you out of judgment and seeing it as a piece of like equipment that actually gets you to the next level versus the likes and the comments and the followers, because that's not important. Like even when we started our business for the first time, I had to get out of the mind zone of social media of like, I don't have a lot of followers. That means nothing. Like followers means absolutely nothing. Likes means nothing. As long as you are putting it out there, coaches will do their research and they'll find you. So I think it's judgment. I think you have to look at it from a different perspective than a young person on social media, and you need to utilize it for the goal of getting recruited to a collegiate sport.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the thing is for me, I'm like, you're already on there.
Yeah.
You're already on there. You're like, you might as well be a contributor. Like literally.
And even if it's like your parents are doing it for you, that's also fine, because I know social media is a very like gray area and it's scary, and a lot of people are like, I don't want my kid on it, and that's fine. Yeah. Like do whatever is best for you, but like you also need to think like, when you see these young athletes who attend the talent ID centers for the U.S. national team and things like that, if you look at their profile, they're putting out graphics that said they got invited. They're putting out game schedules and tournament schedules. They're not putting out anything that, I mean, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but like, I don't think they're putting out anything that would lead to a gray area. It's all focused on their career in soccer.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, and who they are, right? They're excited about it. They want to share what it is that they're doing. I'm like, that is a good thing. Like, and even just the opportunities that it opens for when you are in college. I'm like, dude, why would you not be doing this? You know, like if I had that,
I would do it.
Now, when I was in college, I'm like, bro, like you should do that, and it's free. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to me that like Instagram is free. It's just like free marketing.
Like we talked to, I'm sure you talked to parents too about it, and they're like, oh, what platform should I use? Should I get Huddle or should I get NCSA? And I'm like, literally use the free stuff. YouTube is the best. Never put it anywhere but YouTube, to be honest, because there's no, like, you don't have to watch I'm gonna hate on Huddle real hard. I don't like watching Huddle videos because you have to watch 2 ads. I don't want to watch an ad.
It's actually insane. And this is why I tell athletes, because they're like, oh, well, I already have it up on whatever. I'm like, what if when the coach opens it, they're not signed in, or they don't have the app or whatever, or they get an ad? Do you think they're going to watch it, or do you think they're just going to go to the next kid's email? Like, sorry, it's pretty obvious.
I'd like to give the coach the benefit of the doubt, but I'm going to say they're like, I don't got time to watch an ad about whatever they're representing right now.
I know. Every time I get a Huddle video and I got to do that, I'm just like, could you do, why, YouTube's free, bro. That's such a good point. It's free. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we kind of already. Oh, but I like comparing this. Though. Basically, like social media now versus like let's say like 5 years ago for recruitment and stuff.
Oh my gosh. I don't remember social media. I mean, maybe it's because I wasn't in the space as much. I was more of like, 5 years ago, I was still graduated. Like, I was probably just graduated out of college. So I wasn't really thinking of how to use or like the background of how many coaches are on social media. But back then, that's when all these colleges started getting on it and they wanted to share more of the branding of the school because more young people were using Instagram. So they wanted to grow their social media presence of their program for soccer, basketball, whatever. So then I think they were like, yeah, look, we're doing it. So now all these kids are getting on here. So now we need to recruit, and it's easy and it's free and it's fast. So
convenience. I think convenience. I think coaches are also just realizing like it's it's a convenient way and it's an efficient way to like learn a lot about an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Like just like, okay, I go see him. All right, let's see. You get a peek into like who they are.
Yeah, and I remember my college coach still looking at our profiles while we were in college. So I definitely know that before they recruit now, they're 100% going on social media to look at who you are, and they're doing their research.
I know, and they'll stick basic just like team managers, like that's their job.
Yeah.
They'll look at all their Instagrams and stuff, and it's like, yeah, you gotta be careful. Definitely be careful. I feel like kids now, like they're so afraid to post that they don't even post dumb stuff because they're at least for the athletes who want to get recruited, because they're so afraid of, like you said, the judgment. I'm like, dude, just get over it. People are gonna judge you anyways. But like the reality is, you don't have a big following, so no one's watching what you're doing anyways. So it doesn't matter.
And something I even tell, like, that we struggle with today that I tell my husband is, like, it doesn't matter who's judging you because, one, anybody's going to judge you no matter what you do, whether you're posting or you're not posting. Someone's always going to have an opinion. And at the end of the day, you are the one who's putting your own head on your pillow, not them. So their opinion doesn't get you recruited. What your actions do get you recruited. So why would you care what they think?
Yeah, they're like, and the thing is, anyone who, like, and I realize it's like getting into business and stuff too, anyone who's like ahead of you or whatever in like business or followers or anything like that they're not ever going to even like think about judging you because they don't care. They do not. It's always like the people who are less than you who are scared to do that they're going to judge you. It's not the people who are actually winning because those people are busy winning. Like, they don't have time. They're like, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Or if you came to me and said, hey, I had this idea, I'd be like, what is it? Tell me right now. I want to help because I want to see you win. I don't care if, like, there's a problem. If there's a problem, that's your problem because you have a problem. I don't have a problem.
I'm good, bro.
I'm chilling.
Okay, so what do you think are the biggest mistakes kids are making right now with recruitment?
I think it's getting better, but I still think they're starting too late because people are always coming like up, like people are always still growing up and they don't have the information to start early. Like I think people are still starting a little too late. It's getting better because we've been getting a lot of messages like, hey, I'm a class of like 2029. And I'm like, yes, like start early. You're killing it. Like that's great. And then I think from there, it's just, what steps do you take like after you've made your highlight video? Like the consistency, I think through the process is then where there needs to just be a little more traction and a little more like workload. So then they can stay in front of the coaches.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I think the mentality is lacking. Like, it's even like we both run businesses, so we realize like you're constantly pushing out, right? You're constantly like pushing the next thing, saying the next thing, following up. You're doing that. That's the name of the game. Like that's the same with recruitment.
Mm-hmm.
But people just don't have that mentality. They're like, well, I emailed him 2 times and he didn't respond. I'm like, what? Like,
let's change it to 10 times and make him tell you to go away, and then we'll get an answer.
And then you can go from there. And like I actually did that in my recruitment process, but I so appreciated when coaches told me that. I so appreciated that because, like, it was during COVID and stuff, and I had some of them be like, hey, we're, like, I really appreciate your, like, they told me, they appreciated me following up. It would be, like, 5-6 times, and they're like, hey, yeah, we like, our roster's full. Like, sorry, our roster's full. Like, that's it. And I would be like, amazing, thank you so much for telling me.
Yeah, so you don't waste your time. And then you can be like, cool, cross off the list, who's next?
Who's next? On to the next.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of like that scarcity mentality with that too. Like, oh no, like I can't put myself out there and get rejected. I'm like, oh my god.
Do you know how, like, I think maybe another thing that is thought of from athletes is like, I only want to email a certain handful. Like, we're not over emailing, and maybe like we should, obviously you put the schools that have what you want first, you know, like the major you're looking for. But like if you're only going to email 10 D1s and they didn't get anything back, like of course you didn't get anything back. You emailed 1%. Do you know how many schools are available to you? And you only emailed 10 out of what, like 50,000 colleges that are in the United States?
Literally. That's the thing too, I feel like people have no idea. And I get it, the people in my comments being like, it's impossible, like all this, blah, 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 especially if you're not playing at A, B, and C level. And I'm like, so when I say that there's players who are playing they're not even playing on a club team, and we're getting them college offers, okay? Let me be very clear. I'm also not saying, yeah, we're in like the top 10 D1 schools, but there are so many college opportunities. There's so many NAIA schools that are a great fit, Division II schools. Like, there's so many options.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so many options, and people are like, no, you have to be playing ECNL or GA or whatever. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, why? I don't get it. That's a whole other thing. We've talked about that before. That's going. I do not care. Let the record show. I do not care what club level you play at.
Not even if you don't play club at all. Also, if you don't play club, it's also okay. As long as we get you game footage and you start emailing, there's your baseline.
Yeah, literally. And you're willing to train and work. And like I said, I literally have 2 students right now who do not play club. One of them had 4 offers on the table. Senior, okay? 4. Wait, 5. Sorry, 5. We had to say no to one. But she still had 5 offers on the table. I have another one who, like, she's still a junior. We just started, whatever. Not playing club, and she already got, like, multiple calls lined up with college coaches. And then people are like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm in this. So I'm doing this every day.
Yeah, the stigma needs to change for sure. Yeah. Because it wasn't, and I'm happy that those leagues exist. Like, it's a good thing that is now, like, an atmosphere and an environment that people can go into. But you also, like, you can't, you know, like, stand on the Bible on just MLS and ECNL and GA. Like, it's not.
You can't do it. You can't, yeah. And, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I'm totally grateful for those clubs, by the way. And I have so many students who come from those clubs. And I obviously love and appreciate all the opportunities at those clubs. It's not me hating on those clubs.
No, not at all.
Well, I just don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I have people who are like, no, it's only this way. And if you don't have the opportunity, I'm like, man, you just have a losing mentality.
Yeah.
You just like, because you want to be a victim. Like, you just want to lose. I'm like, no, there's a way to win. If you want to win, you can win. You can be willing to work.
Absolutely.
And most people aren't willing to work, so. Anyways, okay, so if someone was starting recruitment today, let's talk about film specific, because that's your niche. Like, what are the top 2 to 3 things they need to be doing with their film?
They need to be recording it, first of all. And almost every team is going to be recording. They've got VO Trace. Their high school game should also be recorded. Probably it goes on Huddle. But even if they don't, almost every single person now on the planet today has a supercomputer in their pocket that they just need to pull out and hold horizontally and press record. So I do not accept I don't have game footage unless you're physically not playing on the field, like you don't have a team. That's the only excuse. But no game film doesn't really exist anymore. You can get game film no matter what in any scenario. From there, you need to put it in a video. Clear, concise, horizontally, don't zoom in, identify yourself, all of the things, and then just start emailing. That's the first baseline.
Just do it. Yeah, I've already started. Dude, that actually just reminded me, like, when I was in high school, I was, like, always trying to find someone to video my games. And it would be, like, 6-year-old brother or sister, and they're just like living the video.
Dude, it was my mom on the sideline holding the little like tiny Sony camcorder. And it was so bad because my mom was one of those parents who was in it. Like she was yelling at the ref. She was one of those parents. And every time something happened, she'd be like, oh my God. And the film is like filming the sky. And I'm like, this is great to send to a coach. Like,
And that's the thing. I'm like, kids, I'm like, you guys don't even understand the struggle of that to the degree that I did. Because we didn't have a film setup. It was all like, you would have to bring your own video camera. And every time it would be like a goal. And they'd be like, oh, and I
Yep.
got it. That was my best.
Yup. I so badly wish I could go through the recruiting process today with everything I know.
Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I can, and I'm like, oh, I'm sad.
Even Julio and I talk about it. We're like, okay, if we have a kid, what league are we putting them in? What film are we doing? Who are we contacting? Like, we have a plan for a child we don't even have.
I know. I've actually thought about this so much. And one of the things that I thought about, actually, and I'm curious to see your thoughts. Like, I'm not going to put them. Well, I say this now, okay? So.
It's okay. Things can change. We can change.
Exactly. I'm going to wait to put them in any kind of, like, travel for as long as I can.
Okay.
I'm going to wait for travel as long as I can because I honestly don't want to be traveling for, like, my 6-year-old.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah.
I'm like, I know, and I have so much respect for all the parents that do it and all the things, like 100%. Like, I tip my hat to them. Like, it's very impressive. But I'm also just at the phase where I was just like, oh, that would be a lot. Like, and I also know how hard I train and how hard my husband trains. So I'm like, we'll just like make them little beasts in like the backyard, like at our home gym. You know, what are your thoughts on that? Have you guys thought about that at all?
In the youth stage, I'd say, yeah, you probably don't need to like get them on travel until at least like 12, 13, because I didn't play club soccer until I was 13. I didn't start like super.
Until I was 14.
Yeah, like, and even back then, I'd say because when I started, the ECNL didn't exist. We didn't have VO. None of that existed. So the most we traveled was for like the Disney Showcase tournament, and like we were from Florida, so like it was all super local and very like centralized. And then we only traveled, like I traveled to New Jersey and I traveled to Texas, and that was the furthest we ever traveled, and it was one time to each place. So traveling, I mean, today is insane, but personally I would say, yeah, you don't have to like, I wouldn't travel my child until 13, 14. And in those youth development stages, I would put them through like every single different experience they could have. So they're super well-rounded in all of their like game. So like Julio would work on them for like agility and like tactical. We'd get a conditioning coach. We would go for like different sports so they can use their mind in different situations so they can see, oh my God, the child would be balling.
Dude, I literally think about this. Like, Mitchell and I think about this. We're like, okay, that'll be our plan. Like, this total elite athlete.
Yeah.
And then I always joke that I'm gonna, like, my kid's actually gonna be like, I don't want to play any sport.
Yeah, right? And then they're like, I don't want to do, I want to code. I want to be a coder. And I'm like, okay.
Dude, here's the thing, though. Like, when I look at people who, like, own businesses and are, like, successful and all these things, like, most of them are previous athletes, so they have this athletic background. Like, it's crazy, and like the statistics on that. So I'm like, no matter what, I want to push my kid in that because I'm like, I want them to be able to have that, like, the mentality to push through something that's like hard and sucks, and like, because I mean, I don't really know. I think I know some of your college background. I think you were saying it was like really brutal. Like, you were working a lot and doing all things, and it's like, that teaches you so much, though.
And for both of us, because we both had horrible injuries throughout our career, like I think, and I think the injury part of an athletic career is what makes you the most persistent.
I agree. I did both ACLs, dude. Oh my gosh, I did 5 knee surgeries. Yeah, but if you can come back, then you're just like, yeah, I can just keep on coming back, and then you're like, yeah, literally nothing can stop me.
Yeah. If you've been under the knife more than once, or even once, you're good. Like, nothing can stop you.
I know I can come back. Like, I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta have
Yeah, dude, that's rough.
I know. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna end this, and we'll schedule a new one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Today, and I know. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna end this, and.
Beep.